Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Another episode of Mark Davis's favorite podcast, In the Know with the Now team. Appreciate you guys listening once again, and we'll just get right into the sponsor like normal. We love our sponsor here. They've been very consistent with us, Preferred Club Partners. So Preferred Club is a collection of small businesses dedicated to providing preferred rates and services with a commitment to a shared business atmosphere in order to thrive as a community. So restaurants, like I've been saying every time, this could be absolutely huge for you guys in particular. If you're looking for a new client base or you're looking for a new customer base, whatever you want to call it, could be another way to make your current clients and customers even happier. So check out Preferred Club. The best spot right now is Instagram, and I believe that is RUPC, Preferred Club PC. I kind of like that right there. But RUPC.com is the website also, so feel free to check that out as well. I got Cole here with me, a special guest, Cole Combs, like I told you would be here last time. I was just telling him we're trying to find different ways to talk about the seller's market. You know, I don't want to tell you the same stuff over and over every single time. So, I thought something was kind of interesting about this is how bad the seller's market is. This is what people are actually doing. What they did in 2021 and what they're currently doing right now in order to save up for a down payment. I stole this from Cheddar News. I don't know if anyone watches that on television, but 37% of people skipped a vacation to save up more down payment for a house. Pretty interesting right there. 22% actually stayed in a job that they hated in order to save up for the down payment. And then they had 20% of people said they actually cut back on their groceries. So that's a little bit crazy to me, cutting back on the groceries, for a down payment. But that just tells you how bad people want to buy a house. So it's going to stay like the seller's market, especially when you got people that are not eating in order to save for a down payment for a house. So it's steady overload of buyers for a long, long time now, and it just is what it is. We'll get through it, no problem. But one of the biggest reasons I love, excited for this episode is because Cole's here. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Awesome. So I told you last time we had a nightmare of a deal. We had, two people were divorced. The ex-spouse didn't sign any paperwork, so we thought we were in the free and clear because the divorce decree said everything goes to this spouse. So that spouse wanted to sell the house. The title company turned around and said, no. We need the other spouse's signature on this, even though she was promised nothing, or he. I don't want to give anything away. But they were promised nothing in divorce, didn't show up. They forfeited everything, but we still had to get that ex-spouse's signature to finalize the sale of the house. So I brought Cole on just to kind of talk about, what kind of stuff he sees. He can kind of explain some of those terms. If you want to just jump right in and help us out.
Yeah, so normally, just to piggyback what you just said, in a divorce situation, the parties either go two routes. Consent judgment, where they both agree on everything, sign it, hand it to the judge. The judge says, okay, signs off, everybody's good to go.
So that's a good day for you, too.
Yeah, it's a lot less work.
Yeah.
Or they'll take it to trial where they, argue about everything, the judge decides. Either way, at the end of the day, you have a judgment, which it sounds like your person did, but something was wrong with it for the title company not to take.
Something was amiss.
Yeah. So normally your divorce judgment will say this person gets the house. Here's the legal description. The other party's got to execute whatever they need. A warranty deed, quitclaim deed to transfer the ownership. Normally it's not a problem. They do it and everybody moves along. Especially in the consent situation, when they sign the agreement, you have the deed ready. They sign it. Once the judge signs off, everybody's good to go.
Okay.
The situation you had, I've not run into, because normally even if the party doesn't show up, the court will issue a default judgment.
Okay.
And they say, this spouse is here, they get everything.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we thought happened.
Yeah.
But
so,
some of these title companies, their underwriters, I don't know if they make up their own rules, which I'm sure they don't, but they all want to be safe.
Yeah.
So, understandable. But, okay, so what if we had a situation where maybe you had a parent co-sign on the loan, so they're on the deed, and then maybe they pass away?
So, that can get tricky, because it's...
If you go into wills and things like that?
Yeah, so you're going to get the probate court involved
Okay.
when that happens, because depending how the deed is written. So let's assume that it's written to where you're on the deed, you own half, and your parent owns half.
Okay.
And when they pass away, their half stays with them. So if it's written that way, you get the probate court involved, and then whoever, if it's your parent, you're probably going to be the person that receives it, but assuming you are, it'll eventually come to you. You can sign what you need to sign once the probate estate's open. So it takes a little time.
But you'll probably have to get a death certificate,
Yep.
things like that.
You have to open an estate. It opens a 6-month claim period, so you can't finalize the estate for 6 months, but the person can act and still execute documents, sell the house, do whatever they need to do.
So as soon as that 6 months is up, it's official.
Yeah, once the 6 months is up, the money that's sitting in the bank, if there is any, you have to pay the creditors that file, and then once that's done, you can finalize everything and move on with your life. If the deed's written to where there's a right of survivorship, which is how I would recommend doing it if you're in that situation. If your parent passes, their share automatically goes to you and you have no problems.
Okay.
So that's you want to look at the deed and make sure it has some sort of language saying joint tenants with rights of survivorship, and then you avoid that completely.
So basically, everybody that's listening, call Cole. If you want to sell your house and any type of situation arises where anyone could have claim to that property, because it sounds like it's an absolute mess.
It can be, yeah.
And then what is the best way to get a hold of you?
I would say call me at my office, 636-949-0010, extension 3.
Awesome. And then you're down on Main Street still at Walter's office, right?
Yep, 228 North Main.
So you're at the corner, what is that?
North Main and Monroe.
North Main and Monroe. Check it out right across from Throws Clothing Shop.
Yep, right across the street.
Awesome. Well, everybody, thanks for listening. Thank you, Cole, for coming on again.
Thanks for having me, man.
And maybe we'll, something else will pop up. We can have you back on us to talk about some stuff.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody. We appreciate it. Oh, real quick, how about those Raiders?
Don't get me started.
We won't talk about that another time. Thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy.